Okay, guys, so I'm back here for another video, and today we will be talking about the Brooklyn Nets and how I feel about the Brooklyn Nets Big Three. And first thing I want to say is that no, I'm not a hater. I'm not saying that the Brooklyn Nets can't do anything. I'm not discrediting them at all. For God's sakes, they got two MVPs, but I want to say this. I feel that the Brooklyn Nets, like the title says, I feel like the Brooklyn Nets, I feel like they have a problem. And the problem is the fact that this team does not have really any type of interior defense. And giving up Jared Allen was a bad idea. And I remember when the trade came through for the first time, I was like, they're going to regret giving up Jared Allen. I thought that was a very bad move. And the Cavaliers, they got in a steal with him. I mean, just look at the past two games that they played against the Cavs. Jared Allen been balling out. Now, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm looking at that and I'm saying this is a serious problem. And I feel like Brooklyn is either going to have to make the tough decision of trading Kyrie Irving, or they're going to have to go through this season and hope that they can sign like some center in free agency, from free agency. But I just don't think that's possible. I mean, Dwayne Dedman, you really want him starting as your center? I don't think that's possible. So I think that this team, they're going to have to they're going to have to trade Kyrie Irving. I feel like that's the only solution they can get, because at least you can get a starting caliber center on your team by trading him. And I think a good idea, a good trade, a low-key good trade, would be trading Kyrie Irving for Nikola Vucevic. I think that would be a very interesting trade. Now, I'm not sure if it will go down or not, but I do think that that would definitely be an interesting trade right there. Um, because Vucevic, he's been stuck in Orlando, and I do think he needs a new destination. So I think a big three of Harden, um, Kevin Durant, and Sabonis. I mean, not Sabonis. My God, Vucevic. I think that would be a good big three right there. Um, so I think, like I said before, I do think that the Brooklyn Nets, they need to get a big guy. So other than Vucevic, you got guys like Miles Turner out there, and you do have a guy like maybe you want to go with a veteran like JaVale McGee from the Cavs, or someone else, because the Brooklyn Nets, like I said, they need a center, they need a big guy, and they got to work on their perimeter defense as well. I mean, their only good perimeter defender right now is Bruce Brown, and they played him last night, and he didn't do nothing to stop Colin Sexton or Darius Garland really at all. So I think that they're going to have to look into that. And yes, I do know that Kevin Durant was resting that game. I understand that, but still, they still lost to the Cavs even with Kevin Durant and Harden on the team. Because here's the thing, from what I'm seeing from this team, it's been like this. It's been that only 2 out of the 3 stars are able to actually score a lot of points and actually get you up there, from what I've been seeing. And I know it's a small sample size, but from what I've seen from the first game, it was like only Kevin Durant and James Harden were able to get it going. I mean, no, my bad. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were able to keep it going throughout the whole game, while Harden, of course, was not really doing too much. And I feel like that's the issue with this team. Is, like I said, it's the defense, and then it's too many mouths to feed when it comes to the basketball. And I think that this Brooklyn Nets team is going to have to solve it. And I think the solution to it is trading Kyrie Irving. And I know a lot of people ain't going to like that, but I think it's the right decision. And another reason why I think this is because Kyrie Irving has been an issue with the Brooklyn Nets. Um, he hasn't been showing up to team practices. There's been issues with that. And I just think that at this point, I think that he has to go. I do. And I know that Kevin Durant and him are probably good friends. But regardless of that, do y'all want to win a championship? And, and it goes right back to that. Do you want to win a championship, or do you want to just have the good on paper version of the big three? I don't think the Brooklyn Nets are winning the championship this year. They might make it to the finals, or they might lose in the second round, or the conference finals, for God's sakes. But I don't think they're beating the Lakers in a 7-game series. I don't think so. I mean, especially with AD. AD can just feast all day. You know, the Lakers bigs, they can feast all day on this Brooklyn Nets team. LeBron, obviously, you can't really stop him at all. It's a lot. And yeah, all three of their starters can score. But when it comes to the defensive end, only like one, maybe two of them can actually defend guys. I know Kevin Durant, he's an underrated defender, so I'm not going to say that he can't defend at all. I know he can defend, but I just don't know about everyone else on this team. And that's where the problem lies at. It's with the defense. And like some people say, defense wins championships. And I do agree with that. I do agree with a good defense, you can win championships. Now, you have to have somewhat of a good offense too to be able to help you with that. Because if you don't have a good offense as well as having a great defense, then you're not going to win a championship. You're not going to do that. But I digress on that. Um, I like I said, they need to trade Kyrie Irving, and I think that's a solution for this Brooklyn Nets team, and that's the problem with this team. But the main problem is the defense. I do think that the defense is the main problem. Then it's Kyrie Irving's issues with the team, and yeah, I do think that that's the case. So, that's all I had to say for this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.